Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow Facebookians and YouTubers. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart for a minute. Welcome to another edition of Aries Video Blog. Me and Aaron's been supposedly going to get around to doing an actual video blog of what do you call it? Jointly on our joint channels. So how is everyone this morning? I hope everyone is fine. So today I was supposed to go to town, meet up with my adopted grandmother. That fell through. We got to the bus. Bus driver looks at us and says, "First of all, we know you're disabled, but there's only standing room on this bus. If the dog can't get under a chair or seat, then you're not allowed on the bus." Secondly, he said that I'm not going to move the students that go to school and pay their tuition for what do you call it, for schooling. Therefore the disabled can ride later. When we had a doctor's appointment, he's like, "Well, unless you're going to realize to set your doctor's appointment up in the summertime, you get to wait." So it's like, "Well, we need to go to a doctor's appointment." Said, "Secondly, your dog's got muddy paws, mud, and I don't want to clean my bus." So he says, "Please take another one," or. So instead, we just decided, fine, whatever. So we left and we came back home and we made pancakes for breakfast. The pancakes weren't bad. I wasn't in a bad mood, but Aaron asked me to go to the library and print out some stuff after lunch. Go to the post office. I'm gonna get a box, a small priority box, because some of you out there, I was thinking, not thinking, going to, I should say, not thinking anymore. Anyways, Aaron keeps saying I have a girlfriend, but here's one of the rings. It's a size 7. There's a third one coming with a bracelet. This is black, black onyx. The other one is blue topaz, I believe. Anyways, I was going to send these off as a Valentine's gift, or at least one of them. I can always give another one later. Aaron keeps saying, "Oh, you got a girlfriend." No, not really. But then again, today he was saying, again, here's the blue topaz one for some of you. I was going to send this to Angela, but she disappeared. Plus the fact we someone had a falling out. So that kind of still bums my soul and heart. But you know how it goes on that aspect. So the young lady I was going to give this to as just a friend of mine and Valentine's gift. Aaron thinks girlfriend, but no, girlfriend would be a strong word. She did give me some advice, by the way, not to be so hard on myself, but Aaron, he's just saying that all women want money and security and looks, and I did videos in the past about that, but I don't know. I just don't know. And then he has his own attitude about women, and like I was talking to a friend of mine who had 2 kids, I believe, with 2 different guys, I think it was, and he said no one wants her because A, she's almost 400 pounds, and 2, she's damaged or used goods because of the children. I find it to be kind of disgusting, and then it goes on and on and on. So you know how that goes. So today we waddle along to the food bank. As you all know, we go through the back door because, well, the disabled come first. And they gave us this huge family-sized thing about this big. It's supposed to be like a macaroni and cheese thing, but it's actually potatoes and sausage by Stouffer's. Now, I don't like Stouffer's because Stouffer's is owned by a company that I just can't stand. I believe it's, I may be religious discrimination, but I believe it's a Mormon company, I think it is, maybe. I just can't remember. But yes, anyways, so today, after we had our breakfast, we went to the food bank, came back, and then we went to the park, and I was using my phone to text this young lady, the one I want to send her a Valentine's gift. Again, Aaron keeps saying, oh, I got a girlfriend. Strong words for someone who likes to sometimes make me depressed on the issues like girls want looks, money, and security. Well, the only one I know that wants that is my sister, who shacked up with a rich guy. She's got herself like a 2013 Mustang, or 2014, I think, one of the two. Anyways, drives a Mustang convertible. Guy's wealthy. She lives in a nice house. She doesn't have a job anymore, etc., etc. He takes care of her, but he won't legally marry her because he's still legally married to his wife. And until his kids turn 18, he ain't remarrying, and his health is down the toilet. So, that's the sister I don't talk to much. So, I want to say, for some of you out there, you've asked me about the Motorola E-Series, and the E-Series is a really, really good phone, and I like it. So right now I'm running on 3G. So neighbor is doing something downstairs next door. Something's just pounding on the wall or something. It's not thunder. So anyways, today's plan is I gotta go to the library. I gotta print out some stuff. Gotta bring some envelopes over to Aaron so he can fill out the rest. I gotta take my what do you call it? My I can't remember. Envelopes over there. He's got to address them. Then I got to put some stamps on it. I'm running low on stamps. I got to get more. Usually I'm hoping a letter comes in from business associates that I wrote, 300 of them. 303. Problem is what do you call it? None came back out of them all. I got 3 replies out of 303. Anyways, I got an email from a doctor's clinic in New York that will do the surgery, so that made me exciting. So I got to talk to my primary doctor tomorrow about it. The other doctor I was working with basically wanted me to go to a doctor, a primary care physician, so he can diagnose me GID, gender identity disorder. But problem is when I couldn't see his doctor he recommended, they didn't want to deal with me. Well, we finally Aaron decided, I'm going to call up yesterday is what he did, and he called up the clinic, the one that I'm supposed to see. But he said they can't take Medicare right now because they have over 1,500 people that the doctor's seeing, one-time appointments or two-time appointments that are, what do you call it? What the heck is that anyway? Anyways, 1,500 patients, so they're booked, so they can't take any new patients, and it's on the records for 2 years. So when someone dies or something, and they can move along. So they told me to call monthly to see if he's taking new patients. Once he takes new patients, I can be seen there. Then I can go through the other guy in Chicago, but in the meantime, I can't. So I'm stuck with only going through, what do you call it? The people in New York at the moment, which isn't bad, but it isn't good. So you know how that is on that aspect. But then I emailed 6 psychiatrists in the region. 3 got back to me. Contacted a 4th one. I got a recommendation today. They told me until I make an appointment to see a primary care physician at their clinic to be seen with a psychologist and a therapist, I can't do it. My primary doctor doesn't leave for another 6 weeks. So I'm stuck with her until the end of March. So I'm getting my ducks in a row, as one of my friends says, and then I'll see where it goes. I got an intake meeting to go to on Thursday for psychiatry and psychology and therapy through the internet. It's like Skype to Skype, so I don't have to leave my house. That's what the doctor wanted. She figures me being transgendered, it'd be better if I did it at home because, well, the local therapist place here in town doesn't take Medicare, plus the fact they fired all the therapists, and the guy that was working with me on transgendered issues, a social worker, which could write a referral for me, decided to not do his job or something and got fired. Same with the other receptionist. There's only one receptionist running the office. Everyone else, it's, you know, there's not any receptionists right now, so it's kind of what do you call it, confusing as confusing can be. So yeah, anyways, I just wanted to share that with you all on that aspect. I'm trying to get things moving. Like I said, it's kind of hard. The young lady I'm giving these one or both rings to, I'm hoping the other one comes in with a bracelet. It's a sapphire bracelet and a sapphire ring. I'm hoping that, how do I put it? She's been very good, a good friend of mine. She gave me advice. I am hard on myself because, well, Aaron's taught me to be a realist. You know, he's like, well, you know, the same thing. But, you know, I'm getting to the point in my life where I'm getting tired of hearing negatives or negative comments, you know. A lot of you know I'm disabled and I'd like to raise a family, you know, and, you know, but Aaron told me not to get my hopes up with any girl because either A, they're playing me, or B, it would never work out because, well, I'm transgender, and when surgery's done, the girl would have to be lesbian. So it's kind of catch-22, and plus the fact that Aaron's my best friend for 10 years, and he knows what makes me tick when it comes to attractions, and if a woman has the right personality and wants to turn me on, then, you know, that's fine. You know, he knows what makes me get turned on because we've talked about what turns each other on for friendship, you know, and me, I'm simple, but at the same time I'm kind of not simple because I have certain things I would like the woman that I would be with to help me out daily on certain aspects, you know. I mean, so yeah, I thought I would share that with you all, you know, because I never talk about, you know, what turns me on. Eventually I might, but right now, you know, etc. I also was telling this young lady that I'm not giving the name because I didn't get permission on YouTube, but I also talked to her about the complications. Now, every one of you know that I'm on Social Security Survivors, and because I'm on Social Security Survivors, that I'd lose 2/3 of my income. My mother was getting Survivors when my father died around 10 or 12. Let's see, 12. And 2 months after my father died, I got Survivors, and that was at 12 years old. Because of it, I just wanted to say that because of that aspect, that let's just say if I ever legally got married, I'd lose 2/3 my disability, you know. So that's something that's hard. So a special ceremony in the eyes of God would just be fine by me. It wouldn't be legal in paper, but in the eyes of God, it would be. And that would mean legally, legally it would be in the eyes of God, and everyone knows I don't support what do you call it? I don't support divorce in the Bible. But then again, the Bible, Jesus said, and Aaron was trying to remind me today that a person who marries a woman or a guy who's divorced has committed adultery, as Jesus said in the Gospels, because Jesus said that unless a man has committed adultery completely, or a woman, and you marry them, you've committed adultery, because it's the only way a divorce would happen. However, if the other person basically claims adultery, and it wasn't adultery, and you married and didn't know, and you never questioned them, or etc., then I think God would be lenient for you being ignorant in those aspects. So, you know how that that goes. So yeah. Anyways, I gotta do the grocery store today. We gotta get jalapenos, I think Aaron said, for tomorrow's dinner. I gotta go to the post office and the library, and then tonight I gotta go drop off the letters in the outgoing box, unless he does it this afternoon. So technically it's that way. Now with me, of course, people wonder about marriage, and I will get to this real quick. Me, if I find someone, I'm pretty much going to make a fool out of myself by proposing right away in my own way, because I am almost, I'll be 37 this year, and I'm single, virgin, and I'm not getting any younger, and, you know, in my opinion, you know, but as I told Aaron, comes to certain things like the young lady with these rings, I'm going to be getting a Valentine's card to put into the box, but I'm not going to write any notes or lovey-dovey information, because I don't know the person that well, plus the fact that because of it, I just wanted to say that what do you say? I don't know them that well, and I'm not going to make a fool out of myself writing a note like Aaron says, oh, you got a girlfriend? No. If I had a girlfriend, the girlfriend would know what would be my turn-ons, what I wanted in life, and etc. So, that is why I did, you know, what I did. Now, I do like giving gifts out to people. That's not a problem, you know. And, you know, if something got, something came out of it, then, let's just say maybe I would buy a wedding ring, but right now, as it stands, no, you know. I was thinking of the young lady, because she's got some children. I don't know how old her kids are, but she's telling me the other day she wanted to go crabbing, and it wasn't that expensive. So, and sorry, I was just answering Aaron on lunch. Anyways, before I go, I thought about, I was sitting at the park having my cigar, because Aaron wanted one after the bus ordeal, that let's just say I was thinking maybe, since she gave me her post office box for these, that I was thinking about going ahead and maybe sending a money order out to help her take her kids crabbing or, camping or whatever. Because, children come first in my opinion. I mean, I had a woman the other day outside. She was babysitting 2 kids. And she had a kid run in front of me, and then they were kicking balls, and the balls hit me. And I said, they're what, 2 years old, 2.5, 3, no worries, kids come first, She just smiled and said thank you. I was just mailing out my ballot for the school thing, special elections for the levy and stuff. So there you have it on that aspect. So I better not talk anymore because I only got about 5 minutes left. So I got to go in, set up the tags, etc. and etc. I'm hoping to have a video blog with Aaron. He wants to vent about people getting crapped on that are disabled, and maybe it's time we do one on that subject. We've done one in the past, but not to this extreme, because Aaron was irritated yesterday about the doctor in Chicago. They weren't getting back to me when I asked, what do I do about this doctor who refuses to see me? Well, when I was waiting for Aaron, basically helped me write a letter, and in the letter, the question, none of them are answered. I said, well, I've lived 16 years as a woman and a young woman that, again, the one that's getting these rings, or 1 ring, or both rings, or 3 rings, and a bracelet. She told me not to be hard on myself, but I'm always hard because it's hard trying to find someone to settle down with, and I like women, and I will always like women, and a lot of transgender doctors, or not doctors, but the ones that do surgery, think that I should be into men. No, thank you. Look at that doctor who was in the Navy, who does surgeries, who married a woman and had kids. I mean, yeah, so technically, and we don't even know if I can have kids, but the main thing is love is love. So even if I can't have kids, it's difficult, but there you have it, So I just thought I'd share that with you all, that Aaron wants to vent about disability. So anyways, other than that, I'm hard on myself because, like in the movie Nixon, my favorite movie, if you haven't seen it, let me see if I can find the box. Beginning of the movie, here it is. It's got Anthony Hopkins, my favorite movie, political movie. It's my favorite president, by the way, Nixon. He opened up trade to China, but anyways, when his chief of staff and his aides resigned, or he forced them to resign because of the Watergate, General Alexander Haig, who died recently, was his chief of staff, and Al came into the room and he says, Al, he talks about this, and this, McCord and all these people, and then Haig says, well, Hoover was a realist, sir. Well, I'm a realist for the most part, so I just thought I would share that with you all, that I'm a realist. I don't think I'll find anyone. I'm hard on myself, yes, but if I do, I do. And in future videos I will talk about I'm getting out of transgendered issues. I'm getting tired of it. I've done every research thing possible, or as my friend said, projects. Project is finding a wife, and project finding a use for these rings. I think I found a use for them. I have no use for them. I'm not going to sell them because I find pawning them takes too much work. Selling them takes too much work. Just popping them in a box and sending them to someone is easy work. You just put it in a box and do it. So anyways, when and if I find the right person, I hope marriage is fine. But the other thing, as Aaron said, is if a woman's single and has more than one child, the children will make the decision for the mother or father of who the kids like to date. And because I'm transgender, that's highly unlikely anytime soon that I will find somebody. And I'm hard on myself, but what the hell. And I'm a realist, so. Anyways, with that said, everyone, please add subscribe if you like. Please post comments, leave feedback and suggestions. Please look for a future video with me and Aaron on our own joint channel. Thank you, and may God bless the world.